Josh Panko here with Leaf Trading Cards. A very special guest in the house today, Caleb Cunningham, one of the best receivers for the 2025 class. He is at Ole Miss. You better watch out for him in the SEC. Caleb, what's it feel like to have your own trading card?
It feels good. It's definitely a blessing, and I'm ready to get to it for sure.
That's exciting. First of all, before we get too far, guys, I want to show you how amazing his autograph is. Caleb, you have legitimately one of the best autographs of anyone we've seen, especially, and not to knock on some of the other young players. A lot of Caleb Cunninghams would give us a CC, so I promise you the collectors and the fans really appreciate the full autograph. It really helps the value of the cards. People love it. So kudos to you. It looks amazing. Great job. Keep that up. We love it. What were some of the things that made you want to go to Ole Miss?
It's close to home. A lot of great people there, and they get receivers in the league.
For sure.
And not playing on the Kiffin, that'd be stupid. So I want to play with Kiffin. It was a great decision for me and my family. Being close to home, then that's a great offense and great people.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I wonder some of the things that an average fan doesn't really understand about the transition from high school to college.
It gets overwhelming. And you just got to be focused at all times. You got to be place to place, and then you just got to stay focused and be ready for it.
For sure, for sure. And obviously you've still got to worry about school, which, once you get to the pros, you don't have to worry about that so much. So, I know that's a lot of work for a lot of the kids too, because it's not just football. We talked a little bit about, I know you love basketball. How hard is it to give up playing basketball now that you're playing big time college football?
It was really hard, because that was my first love, but my parents and other people, they told me that's where I'm gonna make my money at. So,
right, sure. And
it all made sense. So all the attention with the football, right. So now I'm a football player.
What position did you play in basketball?
I play everything.
Okay.
Everything, for sure.
Okay, that's exciting. What's it going to be like to go out there and collect your own card?
It's going to be a great opportunity to have my own cards, and it's just a blessing, Sure. I dream for all this for sure. It's gonna feel so great.
It's gonna be great. They're gonna be heavily collected for sure. I would say in the collectible world, quarterbacks are still one, but receivers are definitely a clear-cut number two now. Kind of similar to how the contracts have gone. Running backs kind of get thrown on the back burner now, but so the receivers are, they're big time. They're right up there with the quarterbacks now in terms of collectible value. So I know there's gonna be a ton of collectors, and obviously the SEC is the conference. I don't care what anybody else says. It's the conference, and so to be a big time receiver at an SEC school is going to be something special. What are some of the games you're really looking forward to this year? Obviously, you guys have an insanely tough schedule.
I'm really looking forward to the LSU game, Florida, and Georgia for sure. Them are going to be the big games this year. And can't leave out South Carolina.
Sure.
It's gonna be a good game too for sure. So I'm looking forward for them big games, and we ready to play. We got a pretty good team this year.
Right. Good
offense and good defense. We looking to have a great year.
We talked about it a little bit, but I really think the SEC is pretty wide open this year. A lot of teams with a young quarterback, including you guys, have a quarterback who's not super proven, but tons of talent, obviously. What do you think sets Ole Miss apart from some of the other schools? Whether it's, is your offense going to be better? Your defense going to be better? Is it just a little bit of everything? You've got an amazing head coach, obviously. What are something that sets Ole Miss apart in terms of how you can be better than these other teams this year?
Well, we got a pretty good offense. We got a lot of great receivers. Definitely got a great quarterback. Definitely got a good offensive coordinator. Got a good head coach. Got a great defense.
Right.
Our defense is gonna be pretty good this year. So we're gonna be great all around. So we got the team to do it for
That's
sure.
Great.
To be great.
I can't wait to see it. What's gonna go through your mind when you step out for that first college game? What's something that you can really shoot for in your first game and then your first full season?
I just want to do good to make my mom and dad proud.
I love that. I love that.
Sure.
I love when I hear a lot of the kids talk about their family, and so many of the players. I think it gets lost that it's still all about the family, and there's still so much pride in it outside of all the other stuff. So that's great to hear for sure. Is there one team outside of the SEC that would be really exciting for you to play?
I'd probably say Ohio State.
Okay.
Like, that's a great team.
Yep.
You know, they got one of the best receivers.
Jeremiah Smith is something
He is
special.
the best receiver in college football.
I would agree with that.
It'll be great playing them. You know, they got other great players, and it'll definitely be great playing them for sure.
For sure.
Great experience.
Well, maybe you get to see him in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We asked this of a lot of the players. If you could choose, would you rather win a national championship or a Heisman? What means more to you?
I'm not a selfish guy, but I say a national championship.
Okay.
Because I know that's going to come. I already win a national championship. I'm not a selfish guy, so national championship.
That's awesome. I love to hear that for sure. So outside of football, when you get your own time, when you don't have to study or look at tape or any of that, what's something that you like to do?
I like to ride horses and fish.
Okay.
Like, I did that all my life, and it's great hobbies for sure.
Awesome.
Like just chilling, relaxing. And I love horses more than I fish for sure.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's fun.
You're the only athlete that I've ever asked that question that said riding horses, so I love to hear that.
Oh, yeah, I got a little country in it.
That's awesome. I love that. When you're riding a horse, do you prefer a saddle or a bareback?
Saddle for sure.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt my behind.
That's understandable. I totally get that.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom and dad interested in collecting cards, or
for sure.
You think they'll want some of your stuff?
They'll definitely want, like, they gonna support me any way they can.
Sure,
like,
sure.
Yeah, they're definitely.
I gotta say, you're extremely humble, and that's really cool.
For sure. Yeah, you gotta be humble, cause God bless you.
You say that, but some people aren't.
Right, you're right. You guys too, but
there's some of these guys out there that think they're already the best.
Right, and it could be taken away from if they brag a lot. So that's why I don't want none of that to happen.
Yeah.
I just know where I came from. Yeah. I know who the head of my life. So I'm a respect.
You're doing a good job for sure. So who's one receiver that's in the NFL that you kind of watch and try and emulate your game after?
AJ Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, I like his game for sure. A lot of people compare me to him.
Okay.
Body frame.
Yeah.
And he know how to use his body. Yeah, I like watching him.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of other great receivers I like watching, but AJ Brown, that's my guy. I like watching him for sure.
That's very cool. He's a good one for sure. He's had quite a career. He's got a lot ahead of him still too.
Oh yeah.
To me, this isn't a huge debate, but I'm curious to see what you say. Who do you think is the greatest receiver of all time?
That's hard to say.
Most people say Jerry Rice, but I'm curious. I had an argument with one of the other guys here that for me, Randy Moss is the greatest ever because he was so dominant. And Jerry Rice was great, but he was, and not to take anything away from him, he played for a long time.
You can't say like both of them, like they great, but like it's like both of them got a good game.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't know which one you can debate them. I'd probably say Jerry Rice.
Okay. You can't go wrong with Jerry Rice.
For sure.
If you had to run one route, what's your favorite route to run?
A post.
Okay.
I love the post route for sure. Like deep routes, like I'm a deep threat guy.
Okay.
I can do stuff like, like open field and stuff like that, but I love running post routes.
Okay.
For sure.
And for all the fans that are watching that may not understand what a post route is, can you explain exactly what that is to them?
Like we run like a skinny post, like it's like you running like, we usually run like our fourth outside step and then break it to a near upright. Okay. So it's like a skinny post. It's almost like a go, but it's like you going
you slant a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a great route. Like, you'll see a lot of our guys go off that route for sure this year.
I love that. What's one of the stadiums or a couple of the stadiums you're really looking forward to playing in, outside of obviously your own?
Definitely LSU.
Okay.
I know I'm playing there. Florida, Tennessee, Georgia.
What about non-SEC? Is there one place, like obviously Ohio State you mentioned, but is there one place, I've heard a lot of people talk about how amazing Penn State is.
Penn State, Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah, places like that, yeah.
So this is the most rare one. This is the one that's probably the most collectible. I love that. That's fantastic. That's great.
Sure.
I'll give you a little bit of explanation from the trading card side. Admittedly, I know nothing or very little about football or how to play sports. I've done trading cards my whole life. So the colors are, what we do is we want to try and keep them as rare as possible. So the colors mean that, so they're numbered on the back. So like this one, there's only 10 of. So there's only 10 of the purple. And then you'd get to like the red and there's 20 of the red. So we try and do it where each color is a little bit more rare as they go down to the one of ones. And part of the reason we do that is you'll have a lot of fans that'll want to collect one of each color, or they'll want to collect more than just one card. So this is the most basic version. This is called the silver version. And so they'll collect this one, but then they'll try and collect the more rare ones. As they get lower numbered, they become a little bit more valuable. And then, you are obviously signing these on card. We won't do a ton of on card, but the collectors definitely like the on card a lot. They like the idea that you've touched the card, that, as opposed to a sticker that we put on the card. But the stickers are just a lot easier because we don't really always know when the products are coming out. The other cool thing we do is we'll put you on a card with some other players. So we have a deal with Austin Simmons. So we can do some dual autographs with you and Austin Simmons.
Okay, that's cool.
And then we can do some dual autographs with you and other Ole Miss players, or maybe another receiver from the SEC.
Gotcha.
Maybe we do another receiver from the 25 recruiting class. Stuff like that. And then potentially we'll do duels with some NFL players. So, if we do a deal with AJ Brown at some point, now that I know you love AJ Brown, maybe we can do a duel with you and AJ Brown. So we try and do stuff like that. We'll do oftentimes up to 8 autographs on one card. So sometimes we'll do front back. So we may do, 8 really good college receivers all on one card, where it's you and we've got Ryan Wingo from Texas and we have Ryan Williams from Alabama, and just put you on a card with a bunch of other really elite receivers that are all in college.
Yes, sir.
So it kind of keeps it fun, so that a lot of the whole part of collecting is trying to keep it unique, trying to keep it interesting. Obviously you're going to sign a lot of autographs throughout your career, so we try and make it where there's a reason to buy each one. Because if they're all just the same and they're all just a normal autograph on a silver card, they don't need to buy more than one.
That's true.
But what we try and do is make it where there's a reason to buy the purple, the green, the whatever it is. And then a lot of collectors, so the red one, what collectors now have said is a color match. So because it represents the colors that the team you play for. The other thing some people do is, are you wearing 3 at Ole Miss as well?
I am.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the card that's number 3, a lot of the times they pay more for it. So let's see if I can find it. So this one, that one's number 3 of 20. So maybe just put number 3 on that one, and and they like to collect the jersey number or serial number more because it's your actual jersey number. So there's a lot of interesting things that go into the trading card side, but we try and do everything we can to, again, keep it unique, keep it interesting. We send you a lot of stickers. Obviously you're doing on card. What do you prefer? You prefer the stickers or on card?
The card.
Okay.
Yeah, the card.
Like the way they look?
Yeah, the way they look, and it's it makes it more fun.
Sure, okay.
It makes it more fun, the sign.
Yeah.
But the stickers.
Yeah, the stickers are kind of boring.
Yeah.
Stickers are easier, but they're kind of boring.
But boring.
Yeah, they're boring when you're just signing sheets and sheets and sheets of stuff, and you don't really know what it's going to go on. And you really do have a great autograph.
Oh, yeah.
So what are some of your goals while you're in college? What's something that you think in your career is something that you'd love to achieve?
It's a lot of goals.
There are a lot of things you can do, for sure.
I just want main goal, make my family proud.
Sure.
And I definitely want to win the Litnikov award.
Okay.
Before
I love
going
that.
to the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. If guys say the same, so.
Yeah.
And then I want to be a 1,000-yard receiver every year.
Okay.
It may not be this year, but I got faith. I just got to keep God first, keep working. But that's the plan, though. So, yep. So.
That's great. I cannot wait for college football. Who's your first game? I should know this, but who's your guys' first game?
Georgia State.
It should be a win.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah.
So when's your first, I don't want to say real game because that's disparaging against these. When's your first tough game?
Might well gonna say Kentucky.
Okay.
We'll beat them, but that'll be SEC.
Yeah, it's an SEC team. Is that your first SEC game? Okay. Is that a road or home game?
We gotta go there.
Okay.
Gotta go there.
So that'll be your first SEC road test. I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty good test because it's still an SEC road game, but man, I wouldn't want to be a true freshman. My first road game is at Alabama or something I feel like that's just, talk about getting thrown to the fire.
Oh yeah.
What's your music that you listen to as you're trying to pump up for a game? You listen to music before the game? When you're working out on the field or any of that?
I love church music.
Okay.
I love gospel music for sure.
Wow, that's great.
I listen to a little route, NBA YoungBoy, everybody listen to him. Lil Baby, Lil Dobo, Ride Wave, but I listen to church music.
Okay, that's great.
Gotta keep God in my life, so it pumped me up. Maybe a lot of people may look at me stupid and be like, huh?
I assure you, I will not look at you stupid for that. Faith is a very important thing to me, for sure.
It get me pumped up for sure. Like, it helped with my faith, and me bbelieving in myself. And stuff
that's
like
great.
That.
I think that's a very important aspect of life, for sure. All right, as a receiver, I was watching some of your highlight videos. Obviously, you're an amazing receiver, but one thing that really stood out to me is you're a really good blocker, too. It seems like you really take pride in being a full, not just a receiver. Is it more fun to catch the touchdown pass or block for the running back who runs for the touchdown?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what you were watching, but I'm actually not a good blocker.
Really?
I block something like if the ball over there, I'm not blocking. But I see the ball coming to, I'm gonna go block. But
I mean, the videos I was watching, you were blocking.
Something like that. Yeah, you see the running back.
I mean,
but if he over there,
but I don't think any receiver really does that.
For sure.
But with that,
I love to block for my running back. Like the running back, he my guy. It just feel good blocking for him, and then it's just good, when you create a block where he go score and stuff like that, and then just run down there with him. Make sure he good and stuff like that. But ain't nothing like catching a touchdown.
Okay, that's fair.
Ain't nothing like catching a touchdown.
Who's your favorite NFL team?
The Chiefs.
Okay, you Mahomes guy?
Oh yeah, for sure. Best quarterback.
I would agree with that.
For sure.
I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Oh yeah.
Do you think he's gonna end up being the best ever? Is he gonna pass Brady?
That's hard to say.
That's tough.
It depends on how long he stay in the league.
For sure, that's so much of it is longevity, for sure.
For sure. It depends on how long he stay in the league.
The longevity aspect is a big part of it, especially in football, because obviously, unfortunately, injuries are a pretty big part of it. That's the thing I gotta say that amazes me the most watching a football game as someone that's never really played in any meaningful football games. What is it like to take that huge hit? I don't know how you guys get up.
I done got hit a couple times, and it was just you gotta get up. You can't show them that it hurt you. You gotta get a. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I got hit, it hurt it, but you just gotta
get up.
You gotta be a dog and just act like ain't nothing happened.
Right, that's crazy to me because I would be laying there.
To me in the championship game, the team we played, I took some pretty good shots to my leg, and I'm not gonna lie, it hurt it. But I couldn't show them. So, it had to just be a dog. Last game of the season. I just had to be a dog and just.
You're braver than I am. That's for sure. What's something about the SEC that I assume, like most of us, you think the SEC is the best conference in the country. What do you think sets the SEC apart from all the other conferences?
It's a lot of NFL guys, I can see it's a lot of them that's got NFL talent
for sure.
And it just ain't nothing playing in the SEC. So that's one of the best conferences.
The thing that's amazing to me about the SEC is that there's no off games.
Right.
Like what we were talking about with Kentucky. When you're playing in some of these other conferences. I don't want to say every other game, but it's every third game. Yeah, you're playing a conference game, but I mean, when Ohio State is playing Purdue, I mean, no offense to Purdue, but that's not like playing Kentucky.
Oh, for sure, no. Everybody good that's in the SEC.
Right.
Like last year, the upset with Bama losing to Vanderbilt, nobody would have thought Vanderbilt would have beat Bama, but that's the SEC. It was
they've got a really good quarterback. I mean,
That
guy is, Diego Pavia is really good. I don't know if he's a next level quarterback, but he very well could be.
Yeah, for sure.
And most of these conferences have a lot of teams that don't have anywhere near that talent. I think every SEC team has got some NFL talent on it for sure. There's multiple players on all these teams that are NFL talent type of guys. How big of a part did that play in the recruiting process in terms of looking at a school that really churns out NFL players? Is that something that goes through your mind?
Oh, for sure, like, cause I want to get better. Like the SEC, they gonna have good DBs.
Sure.
I want to go against them, like, to get me ready for the league. If the Lord say the same, so I definitely want to play SEC, cause that's where all the talent is.
I would agree. Yeah.
Real, so.
How big of a thing was it in the recruiting process in terms of playing time right away? Like, is that something that was a huge deal, or would you rather go someplace where you can, know, even if you don't get on the field right away? Because obviously a lot of true freshmen, they're not playing from day one. It's just, it's hard. Just like rookies in the NFL. How big of a deal was that to play right away?
Well, I want to play right away, but if I don't, I'm just gonna have to just keep working.
Sure.
Like, I'm not gonna complain about it. I just know it's something I need to work on.
Yeah, that's a great attitude for sure. Because I think some of these guys, sorry I cut you off, some of these guys and they just feel like they're entitled to play right away.
For sure. And then where I'm at, we got great receivers. Like if I don't start, I'm not gonna complain, cause I know it's we got a great receiver room.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, I can see myself, just learn from them. I want them to be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people that's in front, I want them to be great, and I just want to learn off of them to get better. So.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important ways to learn. When you're trying to get better, do you think it's more important to watch film, or is it more important to be out there on the field getting reps?
Well, it starts with film so you can know what to do.
Okay.
But it's mental reps. You gotta have the mental reps.
Sure.
You gotta be out there on the field. It's probably better to be out there on the field so you can get coached on your mistakes and stuff like that. So it is definitely big. You gotta be doing some watching film, putting work in.
And you think that's what separates a lot of the guys that play versus don't? The ones that you think it's more, I feel like all the guys at Ole Miss are very talented, obviously. Is it something where you think you can outwork them and that's what gives you the advantage, or is it just pure talent?
Pure talent.
Okay.
Pure talent.
Okay.
But everybody, they gonna work. At Ole Miss, it's guys working all the time.
Okay.
Even if it's film,
Yeah.
field work, drill machine, we big on the Monarch.
Okay.
So, yeah, we actually had a challenge to get 30K catches in a month.
Holy cow.
Yeah, but
that's crazy.
There was some guys I think every receiver had over 1,000 for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Most definitely.
What's been the most fun thing about being in college, playing college ball as opposed to high school?
Really it just ain't nothing better than college football. I even see college football more interesting than the NFL for sure. And it just you doing work, taking care of school, work, and taking care of work on the field, and that's where you start at college to get to the league. So it just it's way different than high school. It feels a whole lot better being in college, but it gets overwhelming.
Yeah, for sure. Now, will you be nervous at all for your first game? Nerves come into it at all?
All it's gonna take is one play.
Okay.
Just one play. That's all. I ain't gonna lie. I be nervous for every game. Really for injuries and stuff like that. That's my main thing. I don't want to get injured. To hurt
Nobody
my whole
wants that.
career.
Yeah.
So it's really injury and a lot of people, they don't like to mess up. So it's just. But I know I have to just get ready for the next play.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think everybody will be nervous before the game, you know, because you just don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know. That's what makes sports so much fun.
All it takes me is just one play.
Okay.
For sure. But for college, I'm going to be nervous. I already know it because it's college football, it's different level, but all it's going to take me is one play.
Okay.
That's all. But I might be straight because, practice and stuff like that, if I'm doing the stuff on the practice, just do it in the game. But it's just gonna be more people watching. So
a little bit more pressure.
I just gotta be ready for it.
Yeah. Well, Caleb, we can't thank you enough for coming. We really appreciate it. Super excited about the upcoming season. Collectors will get a chance to buy all your cards. Obviously, wish you nothing but the best of luck in your freshman season. Can't wait to see you catch that first collegiate touchdown pass and score that first SEC touchdown and dominate the SEC for years to come. So again, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate everything.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Sure.